Deep within the ancient rainforests of Congo, covered by dense and mysterious foliage, lie secrets that have unsettled explorers and scientists for generations. This vast, seemingly impenetrable wilderness has become the site of strange and disturbing discoveries that defy logical explanation. From bizarre creatures lurking in the shadows to phenomena that challenge scientific understanding, the most eerie discoveries in Congo have recently shaken the world. The mystery of the deepest river in the world, the Congo River, previously known as the Zaire River from 1971 to 1997, later renamed after the country, is one of them. With a length of 4,700 kilometers, it is one of the largest rivers in the world by basin area and water flow. Every second, more than 35,000 cubic meters of water flow into the Atlantic Ocean. The river is so deep that no precise measurements exist. It holds the greatest hydropower potential in Africa. Scientists estimate that the entire Congo River basin accounts for 30% of the world's hydropower potential, enough to supply electricity to all of sub-Saharan Africa. The river stretches 4,023 kilometers upstream, forming one of the largest rivers in the world, flowing gently through Central Africa. The river's flow is remarkably steady, with year-round rainy seasons along its course due to its length. The Congo River passes through 10 countries and flows through a vast tropical forest, the largest in Africa and the second largest in the world after the Amazon. Until 500,000 years ago, the Congo River flowed into a large lake. On either bank of the river lie the capitals of Kinshasa and Brazzaville, two neighboring cities separated by the river. These are the closest capitals in the world, excluding Rome and Vatican City. From this point, the Congo River runs swiftly toward the sea. While most rivers in the world create fertile delta plains, the Congo River empties into the Atlantic through a narrow channel, with some sections exceeding 228 meters in depth. The river is also known for a 120-kilometer-long gorge, dubbed the Gateway to Hell. Its treacherous rapids make it difficult even for the most skilled paddlers to navigate. The river's flow also creates magnificent waterfalls. Along the river, there are 40 operational hydropower plants, the largest being the Inga Falls hydropower plant. Biologists are particularly fascinated by the lower reaches of the Congo River. This is where they first discovered isolated communities of creatures, not separated by mountains or oceans, but by the river's currents. In this section, the Congo River is less than 1.6 kilometers wide. New fish species are still emerging here, and the region is home to some of the most unique organisms on Earth. Along the river, in the Central African rainforest, lives a tribe of pygmies. They are the oldest inhabitants of Central Africa, primarily found in the forests of Congo, and are often referred to as the dwarf tribe. In Europe, when explorers had not yet encountered or studied them, rumors circulated that they were not human like us, but a tribe of half-human, half-animal creatures. However, from 1865 to 1870, an explorer with French, Belgian, and American citizenship, along with a German botanist, traveled to Africa to confirm the existence of this tribe. They became the first in modern history from the outside world to meet the pygmy people. The pygmies live deep in the densest rainforests, areas that are very difficult to access. Because of this, they have preserved their primitive lifestyle for over 8,000 years. Their way of life has remained largely unchanged, with the only evidence of technological progress being iron tools they exchange with other tribes. The majority of pygmy people are around 1.2 meters tall, with no one exceeding 1.4 meters, and their average weight is 35 kilograms, never exceeding 50 kilograms. They share physical features such as protruding navels, flat noses, large bellies, dark skin, curly hair, long arms, and short legs, resembling apes. Men wear only small pieces of leather, while women wear 1 or 2 bunches of green leaves, replaced daily, to cover their sensitive parts. Notably, pygmy women know how to extract special fruits to make cosmetics such as perfume and face cream. Their way of makeup is unique, often involving vibrant patterns drawn on their faces with leaves, resembling aquatic monsters, to ward off evil spirits and bring good luck. It is believed that due to living in the forest with low light conditions and a lack of vitamin D from sunlight, the pygmies are unable to absorb calcium through their diet, which leads to their short stature. However, Their forest dwelling has endowed them with genes that enhance their immune system, making them resistant to infectious diseases. Despite their small bodies, the pygmies develop biologically very early. By the age of 8, pygmy boys and girls are physically mature and can marry, and by the age of 10, they can become parents. Compared to our adulthood, pygmies often become grandparents very early. However, their life expectancy is usually under 40 years. The pygmies live in family groups, forming small tribes with around 10 households per tribe. Their homes are simple huts, made from branches, banana leaves, or palm fronds, measuring over 2 meters in diameter and about 1.2 meters high. A small hole at the bottom serves as the entrance. These homes are arranged in a circle, with the chiefs' and elders' huts at the center. Around 10 to 12 of these huts form a village. These temporary shelters serve as places to rest, as they constantly migrate to different areas of the forest. The pygmies hold the forest in great esteem. They call themselves descendants of the green forest, and refer to the forest as their parents. They only gather dry branches for firewood, build their huts, and never cut down living trees, not even breaking a single branch. In daily life, the men take on the heavy labor and hunting, while the women stay home to cook, tend to the gardens, and care for the children. Keeping the fire burning in the kitchen is of utmost importance. According to their belief, when the fire goes out, it signals the onset of a dying and destructive life. Though small in stature, the men of the pygmy tribe are among the boldest hunters and most skilled archers. They possess highly sensitive hearing and sight. Even if an animal is several kilometers away, they can identify its species, size, and sex. From hummingbirds to elephants weighing several tons, none of these creatures pose a challenge for them. With just a few poisoned arrows, they can quickly bring down their prey. The pygmy men are also experts in crafting poisons, making their hunting weapons extremely potent. These poisons are strong enough to kill large animals with a single arrow. Additionally, they are proficient in collecting honey and other forest products. Besides hunting to sustain themselves and their families, they also use elephant bones, beetle shells, and antelope horns to make jewelry or ceremonial gifts. These items are often used by young men when proposing to a woman or given by women to their husbands as dowries. The pygmies have a particular fondness for eating insects, especially ants. As long as it is an edible insect, they can prepare it into a favored dish. In fact, they have created an entire set of recipes for cooking insects, enriching their culinary culture. Although they have their own language, the pygmies do not know numbers, writing, or the concept of time. As a result, they are often unaware of their own ages. The pygmies live in harmony with nature, relying entirely on what the forest provides. They maintain a nomadic lifestyle, moving from one part of the forest to another. This lifestyle has not only allowed them to survive for thousands of years, but also helped preserve the ecological balance of the Congo rainforest. The pygmy tribe's simple and closed-off way of life carries unique values, making them one of the most distinctive communities in the world. Through generations, they have demonstrated remarkable resilience and adaptability, serving as living witnesses to the deep connection between humans and nature. The story of the lost city of Zin, an ancient gem forgotten by time, continues to captivate with its deep mysteries hidden in the remote Virunga region. This was an ancient city whose origins were lost in the mists of time, once gleaming with unimaginable wealth and power. Legend says that King Solomon discovered precious diamonds beneath the city's ground, and to protect this treasure, he built a settlement, a powerful and thriving city. The inhabitants of Zin undertook a daring project to protect the city and their riches. They bred protective animals, including gorillas, the characteristic animals of the Virunga region, to create a hybrid species combining human intelligence and animal strength. These creatures helped defend the city from external intrusions. However, despite this effective protection, the city of Zin was abandoned and forgotten by the end of the 19th century, leaving behind only whispers of its wealth and strange advancements. At the beginning of the 20th century, explorers like Henry Morton Stanley and Richard Francis Burton began searching for the lost city of Zin, inspired by stories of its wealth and advanced inhabitants. According to some records, the city of Zin may have been built by an ancient civilization predating human history, with buildings made from an indestructible, mysterious metal. During their quest to uncover the secrets of Zin, explorers encountered strange creatures, such as the Ding monster. This creature was described as resembling a leopard, but with a body length of 4 meters, covered in tough, sharp scales, and was an amphibian that lived near water. These encounters caused both confusion and curiosity. However, an even more mysterious and terrifying creature is the Congo, a bird-like monster with large wings and a beak full of sharp teeth. Congo is believed to inhabit the swamps of Africa, especially along the borders of Zambia, Congo, and Angola. Reports of Congo date back to the 1920s and continue to be recorded to this day, describing a giant bird capable of attacking humans and other animals. An expedition in 1957 to the swamps of Zambia also recorded encounters with this strange bird. The locals believed that Congo was a death god, and the bird had caused several mysterious attacks. Reports of creatures like Congo continue to circulate, even in Namibia's deserts, where explorers have discovered traces of animals with bizarre sizes and shapes that defy explanation. All these stories remain without a satisfactory explanation, but they continue to deepen the mystery surrounding prehistoric creatures and forgotten ancient cities like Zin. Is it possible that flying dinosaurs still exist today? Could these creatures still be hiding in dense forests and swamps, avoiding human discovery? This remains one of the unanswered questions, continuing to captivate the attention of explorers, scientists, and mystery enthusiasts around the world. The darkest river in the world, mysterious creatures, and a strange city still make for endless stories, making every exploration attempt both challenging and captivating. These mysteries continue to call out, keeping those brave enough to face the unexplained enthralled. The Ruki River, dubbed the darkest river in the world, flows through the dense tropical rainforest of the Republic of Congo, harboring many mysteries that the scientific community has yet to explain. The Ruki River's characteristic dark color is unlike many other blackwater rivers, as it contains dissolved organic carbon, DO compounds. These compounds originate from the decomposition of plants in the tropical rainforest. The Ruki River flows through a nearly flat area, which means the water collects little sediment, further darkening as heavy rains wash plant compounds into the river during the rainy season. However, the river's darkness remains a mystery without a complete explanation. Scientists have installed measuring devices to determine the origin and density of dissolved organic carbon in the river water. Research findings indicate that the DOC levels in the Ruki River are 4 times higher than those in the Congo River, despite the Congo having a high amount of organic acids. However, no concerning phenomena related to CO2 emissions from the river have been observed, making the river quiet and not contributing to the increase in greenhouse gases. An even more intriguing discovery recently revealed massive peat swamps in the area, covering an area of 145.5 km², larger than the entire country of the United Kingdom. These peat bogs contain 30 billion tons of carbon, equivalent to the total fossil fuel emissions of the entire world over 3 years. Peat bogs act as huge carbon sinks, removing carbon from the air through plant growth. However, if these bogs are destroyed, for example, through dredging for agriculture, they will release vast amounts of CO2 into the atmosphere, accelerating global warming. Protecting and preserving these peat bogs is crucial for keeping large amounts of carbon stored underground, helping mitigate the impacts of climate change. This is one of the reasons why scientists and environmental organizations focus on preserving these areas. Ultimately, the mystery of the Ruki River and its peat swamps continues to fuel human imagination, and research on them is ongoing. The undiscovered creatures, the stories of carbon, and the Earth's atmosphere highlight the deep connection between nature and the survival of our planet. And now, goodbye, and see you next time.